Jason Statham is what I'm imagining is happening when I'm playing with action figures when I'm a kid. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 131 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Portz, and the evil space bunny is here as well.
I'm here.
The evil space bunny. The underscore evil space bunny.
The real evilist space...
Evilist.
Bunny.
Bunny?
Yeah?
How you doing?
I'm good. I got a tasty, delicious beverage per your inspiration.
Tasty beverage.
Yeah.
With some Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And some whiskey.
Some whiskey?
Some whiskey?
Yeah, I have like 3 fingers left of my bourbon bottle that I've been nursing for like a year.
Did I tell you that when I was into my Skyrim VR kick, I would just sit around with a drink and like sit in like a Skyrim tavern and drink? Because it was a fucking vibe.
I can imagine.
But I wasn't pretending, I'm heavy into immersing myself in role-playing and stuff, so I'm not trying to be, I'm not the Dragonborn, right? In that moment, I'm just a guy. I'm listening to the Bard song about some guy I've never met. It wasn't me, because that'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. Kind of cocky if you did that. I could just imagine.
It's like watching your own stream back.
Shit, I've been doing that all day. Fuck. I can imagine you doing that and Fabian coming home and she's like, "Hey, babe, what are you doing?" He's like, "Not now, babe. I'm an NPC."
I'm having drinks with the boys.
Drinks with the boys. We're gonna go on a.
Isn't that right, Farangar? How you doing, buddy? Lydia, get the fuck out of here.
You stupid bitch, you constantly died and I have to reset my save.
Stepping on bear traps and shit.
What's the guy that gives you the quest for the Wabbajacky? Oh god. I'm trying to think of the name.
The Mad God guy?
Yeah.
Shale Gorath. Yeah. Yep.
That'd be great to actually sit in VR and do that quest. Because it's kind of like... I think
the Oblivion Sheogorath was better, honestly.
Honestly, that one was better. That was a great thing. But my favorite thing was that whole, it's like, oh yeah, and you married a goat and all this other crazy shit happening because you got fucked up with a Daedric prince or whatever. This is now a Skyrim podcast. Anyway.
Elder Scrolls is fucking incredible, is all I want to say.
It's so good.
If we can ease into the games I played this week.
Oh, is this some foreshadowing? Is that foreshadowing?
Foreshadowing right before the payoff. Elder Scrolls. Remember that phrase. It'll come up later. So I played Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind.
Oh, okay. Have you ever played Morrowind before?
I've tried so many times.
Yeah.
And the problems I run into are... Actually, I've solved some of them, okay?
Oh, okay.
My ultra-wide monitor, it's running ultra-wide. I can read the text. It's big and clear. It's great. I solved those problems with the beautiful modding community.
Oh, God bless the Bethesda modding community.
Just don't get enough respect. Which, by the way, I realize this is like 3 months after I said I'm never fucking modding video games again.
I think that's fair to say to any other game except for a Bethesda game. You have to. You have to.
It's still a major pain in the ass. There were many things that didn't work about it, and I'd reinstall and install and so
Yeah.
I've now come to the conclusion that I've wasted my money. Well, not my money. No, because I like the quick downloads on Nexus. But the Vortex thing just is not supported by enough mods. They're like universal mod manager. It's so annoying. And then when you split them, if you have some, installed through Vortex and some not, then there's no way to verify compatibility and things just go haywire. So I think I'm just never going to use that fucking thing again and just always manually install shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I think this is going to be another one of those times where I'm not playing Morrowind again. I gave it a good 2.5 hours.
Okay.
I'm running around fucking... The reason I wanted to start playing this game is because Witcher 3, you might recall, I turned off the HUD and I'm trying to stumble way through that game, which is not built to play without a HUD, by the way.
No.
But it's still fun to explore the landscape and get your bearings without a map, because you're taking in the details of the scenery and shit way more. That's great. So I thought to myself, Witcher, I'm sort of putting a square peg into a triangle hole, right?
Right.
Why not go back to the source? Why not go to a game that earns it? They put the instructions in the quest and you're supposed to find it from there.
Yeah.
Those games weren't really designed for it either. They were just the guys, two HUDs, take a left, take a right, and then, I don't know.
Get fucked. Yeah.
Some quests are real specific like that, but then others are they're in this, east of this giant city. Look for them. It's what? Walk up to every fucking door?
Yep.
Okay, I guess. Oh, I go in there. They're not home because they're out fishing or something. Great. Okay, I'll just wait.
Yep.
Till they get home.
Yep.
Which there is a waiting mechanic, which is nice, but.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ! It took me back to Stardew, trying to figure out where the fuck people are, so I can goddamn give them presents, so they can like me more. Bullshit.
There's
but Morrowind, I think I'm not ready for it yet.
Okay.
I was feeling it, but then a thought occurred to me. This game's long. If I'm going to play a long game right now, it's going to be a fucking CRPG. Because the mood is striking. It's going to happen. So I quit Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. And I launched Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of this.
It's one of those Black Isle Studios,
yeah.
Baldur's Gate type games.
Okay.
I quit that after way less time.
Not good.
And then I played Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition.
Uh-huh.
And then about a triple the amount I spent in Icewind Dale, I spent in that game. And then I quit. And then I booted up Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I haven't looked back since.
Oh, okay. You found it.
I found it.
One.
I found it. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
People say they go through dry spells. You're not trying hard enough. Okay, if you don't make characters in 5 different CRPGs, you're not trying hard enough.
Are you even trying?
Are you even trying to enjoy video games? It seems like you're not committed. So.
Okay.
It was a struggle this week.
Yeah.
And I think it's mostly because I have too many choices. To be honest, there's too many fucking choices. I can play any game in the world that I want, and I don't know which one to play. It's very hard to prioritize under those conditions.
Yeah, you get overstimulated.
You get overstimulated, and you're like, "What if?" What? That's the hardest thought to stop. Is while you're playing a very fucking long game that might have some parts that are bad, you just go, "Fuck! What if I could be having fun right now?"
That's fair.
And you just scroll to TikTok for 3 hours instead.
Oh, you got on TikTok?
No. You can still look at them without an account.
Fair enough.
No, I don't scroll TikTok. But I get lost in YouTube trails and stuff like that. And that's the kind of shit that I'm trying to get the fuck out of. Because that for sure is a fucking waste of time.
Yeah. I started putting time limits on my social media and stuff.
Ooh,
my social media
good.
time. So I'll set a timer and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to look at TikTok for 20 minutes. And then as soon as that timer goes off, I'm like, okay, did I find anything good on here? No, I'm going to fucking close it and then move on. I have to right now. I'm trying to do so much shit. Too much shit.
Yeah. One thing I really like more and more is fucking movies.
Ooh,
They're
okay.
so finite and precise.
Mm-hmm.
They're what they're supposed to be, and they're not trying to make them last forever like a fucking TV show.
Yeah.
You can't just watch one after the other unless you're watching Lord of the Rings. But just tight little hour and a half, 2 hour experiences. It's great.
See, it's funny that you like movies because that's how I feel about all my indie short games, because I will know if I like this game or not very quickly. And if I start to ever feel like I'm kind of losing interest, I know that it's going to end very soon.
It's so bleak.
But also, I also get like that good like 2 hour experience is like, oh, this is a great experience sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't get that with indies as much. I mean, rarely, right? Beginner's Guide, amazing. Stanley Parable, amazing. I'm sure there's others. Dead Cells, I really liked. I didn't beat that because I played it so much in early access that there was no ending, so like, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Hades, I also played a shitload of, but that game's kind of long. That game's really long for an indie game.
The game is really long, yeah.
But I got enough of it to feel like I get what this game is.
Yeah.
And I really like it. That's the other thing. That happens to me a lot. I think that's the difference. We took different timelines, you and I.
Yeah.
You leaned into our competition of beating games. And I'm like, oh, if I don't like a game, I'll just stop. That's it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still have the save waiting there. Like I actually genuinely believe that I will beat Just Cause 3
in
8 years from now.
8 years. Jesus.
A full console cycle plus a couple years to fuck off.
We'll have another president by then. So on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be great too.
They'll be better than
than all of our previous choices.
Hopefully the world will be over by then. But did you play? What did you think of Pathfinder?
Pathfinder is awesome.
Yeah.
It feels
Pillars like, or is it?
It is Pillars like, but the art style is a little more cartoonish, and I would say the writing's not quite as good, and the voice acting is not quite as good. But what I'm really looking forward to is the Kingmaker aspect, which is like you're supposed to make this kingdom, which I haven't gotten to that part yet. So I'm hoping that system is really fun. I was looking at some reviews, like the average review score is like a 6 out of 10. So I thought the game was more universally liked than that, to be honest. I think on Steam it's very positive or something, but Metacritic was pretty low.
Oh, it's Metacritic. I mean,
it is Metacritic, but Metacritic still gets it right on the overly positive fucking games.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like Half-Life 2 doesn't have a bunch of fucking 1 reviews, you know?
Could you imagine?
I mean, then you would really know it's not. It's not good. Oh, it's mostly positive. 77%. Okay, that's not. Okay. That's crazy. I don't know how you could complain because these games are so fucking rare.
Yeah.
These like storybook fucking. But it's like I had this revelation because I used to love reading when I was a kid. Used to fucking love it. And I would really like latch onto series. There was like this, I forget what the fuck it was called, but it was like this time travel-y, otherworldly, like teenage, like young adult series. And that was my favorite because the world was so fleshed out. I was like, oh, that makes sense why I like fucking BioWare RPGs and shit like that, because I like the world and the characters. Like that's my thing. And these games are like reading fucking books. Except you get to look at some shit. Like it's mixed in. It's like one step above a book. Which sounds like heresy, but I don't think it is. I mean, it's got enough writing in it to be many books.
Okay.
And Chris Avellone is a god. That's all I have to say.
Fair. Okay. Anything else you played?
I also played a little bit more No Man's Sky, but not a ton more.
Okay. Not feeling it as much?
We figured out how... No, we were just doing other things on Saturday.
Oh.
We figured out how to leave the planet easily. I didn't realize launch fuel was so fucking inexpensive. There's a lot of systems in that game that just don't present themselves to you. You have to kind of dig for them. So we've been discovering how easy it is to make everything, and it's great.
That's good. Getting shit done, moving along.
Yeah. It is fun like chasing each other through space. It's like wild that it can keep track of 2 players like going that quickly in a space that actually is that large, you know?
Yeah. Nuts. Yeah. They did fulfill some of their stuff, so like
I know. Years late, 5, 6, 7? How many years has it been?
I think it came out in 2015, so yeah, 7 years.
Jesus Christ.
I want to say it came out in I could be completely wrong.
It's either 15 or 16, but either way, 6 or 7 years. So long. But,
16.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's great. Good for them. More like goodbye games, am I right? No.
They're working on another game right now, so besides...
Well, that's a mistake.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, okay, cool. Do you want to hear what I played?
Not really.
I didn't think so. Okay, let's do the news.
Let's do the news and then your game's at the very end.
At the very end, because nobody gives a shit. No,
No, please. What did you play? Tell me about this itch.io garbage.
Okay, so I played this game. I played a lot of Japanese horror games this weekend. So
Japanese horror games.
Yeah, I think this one's Japanese or Korean. I don't remember which one it is. But this one is called. It is Japanese. Okay, The Closing Shift, and it is a low
this
poly.
is the horrible coffee game I strolled into. I felt like I walked into a fucking acid trip.
It definitely looked like an acid trip. All of the fucking models are super jank. It definitely looks like a PlayStation 1 game, and it looks like they didn't bother to like properly animate stuff on purpose, and so it looks even more fucked up and warped, right?
Yeah. So
you're this girl who works at a coffee shop, and she starts doing closing shifts, and weird shit starts happening. And it's not very scary at first. It's just more stressful because you're trying to figure out how to make these coffees. You actually have to follow the coffees, or else they get mad at you or whatever.
Okay.
And so at one point she has like an actual nightmare, and like she's just like stuck making lattes, and like people keep these like ghost like figures keep showing up, and they keep ordering lattes, and you have like a timer going off in the background. And it took me a minute to realize, I was like, oh, this is a fucking nightmare, because you wake up after getting like got by the bad guy. And but yeah, you get stalked, and it turns into like a horror story very quickly at the end when the stalker finally shows up, and it's super creepy, and you're trying to escape, and there's like multiple ways to like escape, but you usually get got, and like it's very fucking weird, and it's very graphic. Like that one of the ways, like I thought I was gonna get away, and all of a sudden he comes around the corner and grabs me, and then you just hear him like stabbing her like 20 times. It's fucking insane. God, it's very brutal. You don't see it happening.
Do you remember the Tomb Raider deaths?
Oh God, yes.
The video games need more of that shit.
Oh my God.
Like some stickdeath.com shit.
The stick in the river, I can still see that so vividly in my head, because it was just so fucked, and I kept fucking that up. So I saw it like 6 or 7 times in a row, because I was just so traumatized.
Like through the throat.
Oh fuck. Anyway. So yeah,
so nothing like that.
No, nothing like that. But it's still very scary. Like it got me to genuinely scream at one point, and
oh God.
I apologize to chat, but yeah, it genuinely made me scream. But it was good.
So is this a purposeful horror journey you set yourself out on in April?
Yeah, apparently I wanted to fucking make myself cry and piss my pants. I forgot how I found this game, because I went down a Silent Hill, and because I wanted to play Silent Hill. I have a craving.
Everything loops back to Silent Hill.
Everything loops back to Silent Hill. I have a weird craving to play Silent Hill. And I don't want to emulate it, but I want to find games that are like inspired by that, or like have that same aesthetic, obviously. And this was one of them that I found. I have another one that I'm going to probably play this next week or so called Alice. It's low poly again with pixel art, and it looks really good and really creepy. It's another Japanese horror game. But yeah, I beat Closing Shift. It's about 2.5 hours. It was a little jank at times. It did break. There's one time where this customer comes in and he's like dancing very provocatively without a shirt on, and you're like asking him to leave. And then his text just bugged, and he just sat there dancing. And I couldn't get him to leave. I couldn't leave the store, and it was just like stuck there. We sat there for like 5 minutes watching him be creep. And so I restarted.
Are you sure that's not like a meta commentary or something?
I have no idea. Maybe it was. I had to restart the game. I went through that like beginning, and then he shows up, and then it lets me tell him to fuck off basically, and he leaves. And I was like, oh, thank God, it worked this time. Instead of him being, and like the thing is, like all the models are kind of jank, right? And like the way that they purposely animate them looks like they're tearing apart. And it's just, it was so fucking creepy and just weird. It was pretty good, but yeah, it was weird. And yeah. So the other game that I really played, like I went back to Elden Ring, and I've been playing that.
Ugh.
I hate myself and I want to die. And then I also went back to Tunic, and I started playing that again. So I did find some stuff about this game. If you don't have, so you collect these pages in it, and this is a spoiler, I guess, warning. But it's, if you don't collect all the booklets, you don't get the true ending. Like I could go kill a boss at any point at this time and beat the final boss, but I won't get the true ending because I don't have all the booklets. But the thing is, this game has turned into Dark Souls like hardcore, and it's making me very disappointed. I have to collect all these other things in order to get the last page that I need. I have to go and collect even more shit. It's like, oh, you need 20 of these to go get the last thing that you need, and then you can have the true ending. Also, you do need these 4 other things, and
that sounds terrible.
I'm really mad.
Ugh.
Really mad. And I'm like, oh, that like as soon as
requiring fetchy stuff like that, I'm all for the optionals.
Yeah.
Give me the optionals.
Yeah.
Because on the rare once a decade I stick with a game long enough to do stuff like that, I do like having the option, but
yeah,
it's too much to require.
It's too much. It's too much at this point, and it like sucked all the wind out of my sails. I'm like 15 hours into this game, and I was just like, ugh. Damn.
Ugh. That game looked great.
It looks so cute, and it's been pretty good so far. But like,
how many hours in is this that you realize this?
Literally 15 hours in.
Oh, the gut punch.
I told you it literally. I literally.
Oh
like,
my God.
I was like, "Where's this last page?" I couldn't find this last page to save my life.
That's like people who have kids and then realize they're not supposed to be together. Like, oh no. You were a bitch this whole time. Fuck.
I'm divorcing you, Tunic. Yeah, no, I couldn't find these last 2 pages, so I decided to look them up on the internet because, like, I have been everywhere. And
of course, yeah.
I was just like, fuck it. I want these last 2 pages, and then I like found out it was like, oh, to get this last page, you need these fucking 20 things, and then you need these 4, and I was just like. I literally just like sat there for a minute, and then I closed the game and I wandered off. I'm literally getting a divorce from Tunic.
So here's a question that I have.
Sure.
That
well,
I don't know how to ask really,
to draft up the papers.
Because I don't like Souls-like games.
Okay.
But I know for sure, just based on how the world works and how good things and bad things work. Right. Is this the kind of game that earns that Souls-like, or is it kind of cheese it and feels stupid? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so yes, there are some aspects that do definitely nod to Souls games. So it is very difficult. You do level up and then you start feeling really good. And then it does this mechanic, and I'm not going to say exactly what happens, but it literally strips away all of your power and you're fucked.
Oh.
And then you're back to the beginning in the middle of the game. And I was just like, oh, this is so cute. I'm a Souls game. Let me take away all the fucking things that you fucking just worked 10 hours to earn and just fuck you in the ass. Some of them do, yes.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, you can tell I'm very angry, and I'm going to keep drinking.
I can, yeah. That's why I'm trying to milk this topic. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate.
I'm going to go get my divorce papers now. But
it makes me feel justified for not being into this genre.
I mean, that's fair. I love hard games, and I don't mind Souls games every once in a while. I think me playing Elden Ring...
Are you getting tired of the hard and Souls being like the only... Like it's less common to have a game that's just hard and not Souls-like than a Souls-like hard game.
Yes, actually, that was actually the perfect analogy. Honestly, I like hard games like Cuphead.
Yeah.
Cuphead's hard.
Yeah,
it's not a Souls-like.
Not Souls-like at all. Yeah.
At all. It's difficult. I would even compare Elden Souls.
It's like no one else knows how to do fucking difficulty. They're just like, oh, Souls made it easy. We just follow this fucking formula.
We just follow this formula and fuck over the players and then make them like fucking gaslight each other and then it'll be great. Fucking gaslighting. God, I feel like the game literally gaslights people into gaslighting each other. But I would even say Elden Souls doesn't necessarily follow the Souls-like thing. So that game is just about beating bosses, right? I played Elden Souls. Eldest. This is the one that I started speedrunning for a little bit, and then I quickly deteriorated on that. And like, I fucking love this game. It's just about beating bosses, and you could do them in certain orders. Or you could skip around. I don't know. It made it so much more interesting for me because, like, it felt good. That game felt good and justifyingly hard enough. Like, it was definitely difficult, but it was a very fun and wonderful experience. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other hard games out there that are not quote-unquote Souls-like, because, that everybody's just following that formula.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is, like, Doom Eternal. Obviously, it has its own sort of difficulty going on.
Yeah.
If you play on the higher difficulties.
Yeah, if you play on the higher difficulties. I think Elden's, like, Souls games are harder than Doom Eternal.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I guess puzzle games? The Witness? The Witness. Fuck that game. Anyway, should we go on to the news?
Absolutely, yes.
We're just rambling for 20 minutes. Okay.
Could you invest 4,000 hours into RuneScape so that I can see how you do against RuneScape bosses?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'll just give you my account, and we'll go from there.
Ooh. Oh, okay. We could talk. So.
Okay.
Diablo Immortal launches. It's got its official launch beta date, which is June 2nd.
How has this mobile game not come out yet?
Well, actually, I have a good answer for that. They ported it to PC.
What?
Yep. It's gonna be on the mobile and PC.
What?
So that's why it's probably got delayed, was because people... So when the game first came out, a lot, obviously, or announced, I should say, a lot of people were upset. They made fun of it because of the whole, don't you have a phone? Yeah.
The biggest story of the day. Yes.
Yeah. The Diablo community was very upset. And they were...
Even at the conference they announced it at, the crowd was like booing. And that's where you get the meme... What, you don't have phones?
What, you don't have a phone? Is this a late April Fool's joke? God, that man's a hero. Yeah, no, a lot of people were upset, but the community already talked about how they were going to emulate it. And, like, immediately we're all over about emulating this to PC because they didn't want to play it on their fucking phone. So...
It's not going to be worth playing. It looks like a Diablo 3 reskin.
It is a Diablo 3 reskin.
Then why would you want to fucking play it?
I don't know. People want more Diablo 3, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm with it. This is a good game.
Yeah. It has its moments when you want to.
It's a great game. All right, fuck you. I don't give a shit how much it shat on Diablo 2. Who gives a fuck? It was a fun fucking game to listen to podcasts or fucking metal music to.
Honestly, that's what I was just gonna say. I would put on like some fast techno music and then just fucking zone out for 3 hours.
Nothing EDM's harder than that fucking game.
Exactly. Fucking, it was the best. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, a lot of people were talking about the emulating it to PC. So Blizzard just said, "All right, we'll give you what you want."
A piece of that.
Yeah, we'll give you what you want, and they did that, which I kind of like. So not only will it be cross progress, but it'll also be cross play, so you can play with mobile people and PC people at the same time.
Ugh. I don't know. It just reeks of a fucking shit-ass game to me.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, the beta launch is June 2nd. We have still a couple of months away. Well, not even a couple, like a month
Maybe
away.
it'll be a good Steam Deck game.
That's a good, probably, because you played it on the Switch, didn't you?
Did I?
You talked about playing it on the Switch.
Maybe for like a session or something.
I've
played that. Look, I've played Diablo 3 on basically every system that is available on.
That's fair. I remember an episode where you talk about how much you loved the inventory system with the Switch.
I have no memory.
I'll have to find the episode where we talk about
I don't
it.
disagree with you or like think you're lying, but I just don't. It's not there.
Fair enough. God, this bourbon's fucking delicious. Anyway, yeah. So I might dip my toe. I don't know. You know how I was with Diablo 3? I was on the leaderboards every once in a while. But we'll see how shitty it is first. I'll let everybody else play it, and then I'll try in a week.
I'll fucking play it. All this not to dissuade, like, I'll play some trash. I don't give a fuck. I didn't boot it up, but I installed Heroes of the Storm over the weekend, okay? You understand?
How drunk were you? How high were you, actually?
Not at all. Well, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what
I was in the mood to play Dota, but I was too high to do that, so I was like, well... But then I was like, no. After it installed, I was like, I should probably... You know what I did do while I was high, though? Is I recovered my Blizzard password, and I recovered my Epic password, okay? I have access to both those launchers again, so...
Proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Does that mean you have control again?
I do. Not of my life, but the video game, yes, I do. My life is in shambles, but I have access to control.
You have access to control again. There you go.
Which I don't really want to play again, but I kind of do.
Oh, okay.
Just because it feels like I'm the one that's wrong about the game, for sure. It has to be, because
I think you
it's got
caught
glowing
up in
reviews
the
from everyone I respect.
Right.
I just need to be in the right mindset.
Yeah, maybe
AKA high out of my fucking mind.
High out of your mind and somebody doing the
Once
puzzle
again,
for you.
no control in my life, but in the video game, maybe.
Maybe a little bit of control. Okay. The next thing I wanted to bring up, PlayStation finally is PlayStation Plus plans are already rolling out soon. So they're going to start with the Asian market, which is going to be at the very end of May 23rd. Then the beginning of June will be Japan, followed by the Americas. And then by the end of June, it'll be all the way to the EU. So it's crazy.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm just realizing I've downloaded like 2 games of an entire year of PlayStation Plus. Whoops.
You fucked up.
Yes, I did.
You did fuck up.
So, needless to say, I will probably not be partaking in the new PlayStation Plus.
At all? You're not going to be curious?
I don't think so. I mean, it's not really changing that much.
Well, the original package won't be, unless you buy the big boy, like, $20 package, I think.
But I'm definitely not spending more money on something I don't use.
I guess you don't see. I would genuinely be curious about their older games just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, if they do a trial or something, yeah, I would do that. But I'm too afraid to sign up because I will spend $20 a month forever. And then be upset with myself. Yeah.
Like on the live episode where you canceled your EA Plus.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Portz. Anyway, so that'll be launching soon. It'll be interesting to see how well it does. Because that's what I'm mostly curious about, is to see how well it does. Because, you know, going against Microsoft and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ubisoft. Let's talk about them. I sent you a tweet this weekend about them, and we made fun of it for like 20 minutes. But they've been making some weird, interesting moves internally. And there's been rumors within the company that they're kind of like bolstering themselves up. So Ubi's earnings reports just like flew higher than anybody ever anticipated. And they're now just like floating out into the universe and showing how good they did this over the past couple of years, despite the controversy and their boring-ass repetitive game design.
No.
They're doing really good.
The bad guys are supposed to lose.
I know! But they're not. They're doing great. They're doing amazing. I feel like Ubisoft supporters are like Call of Duty players. They complain about the game, and yet when the next one rolls around, they fucking buy it immediately.
They're like, this is the worst one ever, but still buy it. Every year, yeah.
They buy it, and then they complain, and then finally, they, like, hopes that the company does something differently, and then when they do, like with Assassin's Creed Origin, because that one's different than any of them, people complain about it. Yeah, anyway, so...
Which, by the way, is so good.
It's the only one that's been ever interesting to me. Ever.
It's genuinely a fucking great game.
Yeah.
Yes, it's got some open world bullshit.
Yeah.
But as we've all seen from the Twitter threads that go by, I assume everyone gets the same Twitter threads I do.
Obviously.
Isn't Twitter just one place? But
especially since Elon owns it now.
Elden Ring things where they reveal all the shit on the map. They're like, this is just Elden Ring or this is just Assassin's Creed with the icons hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all the same shit.
It's all the same shit. I feel like I can understand why Ubisoft kind of treats their players the way that they do, and they kind of treat them
because they're like, who the fuck, except goddamn idiots, would play the same game every year.
They treat them like spoiled children because they kind of are. But so anyway, rumor is they're getting their hair done, they're shaving their legs, even though they're not like putting any offers out. They wouldn't be offended if somebody came in and was like, hey, here's a big bag of money. We want to own you.
What?
Yep. Yeah. So it's been confirmed.
Look, if I owned a company that was that big, I would sell the first fucking day possible. I would make 20 grand on the sale because I'm so eager to fucking not be in charge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because money is better than problems. And if you have money, all your problems go away.
Money's better than problems. You heard it here from Portz.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a controversial, what are the kids saying, hot take, but I think so. I'm 30 in a month, and people are telling me that's a big deal.
Oh, God. Are you going to be okay?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think so.
Are you going to have a meltdown?
It feels normal to me right now. I don't think so.
Okay.
Why? Are you saying that just because I brought that up out of nowhere?
Yeah. It's kind of random.
It's because I said, the kids, I wanted to justify the joke somehow, but
okay.
clearly that fell apart. Ugh, tough room.
I was just worried that you're going through your quarter life crisis already.
I don't think I'm ever going to care about my age.
Okay.
Quote me on it.
Fair.
I also said I was never going to mod a game again, so.
thing. Caring about your age, modding a game. Fair. But
yep.
yeah, so it's been.
I would stick to my word. That's the point.
It's been confirmed that they're not like putting a value number on themselves, but they would entertain a buyout offer. So my question is for you: who do you think would do good by buying Ubisoft and all their controversy?
Who the fuck even has money left? There's been so many big... somebody who's already been bought, right? Like, how much does whoever owns ZeniMax have? Maybe they could do it.
Microsoft?
No, like whoever bought it or whoever sold it in the first place.
Oh, I thought they were their own company. Like ZeniMax was like an entity itself.
Yeah,
they were self-owned.
Yeah, I assume that is the case, but I assume someone owned it. Maybe it went to a shitload of people, and maybe that it doesn't track that way. But I'm just saying, like, someone on the recipient end of the money end of these deals is the only one left with money in the industry because everyone else has already spent their fucking cash.
Right.
And we all know Sony doesn't have enough.
Sony doesn't have enough. I think, honestly...
I don't even know what Ubisoft is worth, to be honest.
Well, I think Rainbow Siege 6 is like their like Fortnite, and they just smack it around every once in a while when they want some extra money.
Yeah, they just whack the money tree.
Yeah, they shake it. They shake the Rainbow
Siege 6.
I don't know,
release
skins.
something in Rainbow Six. Bam, bam, bam. Which is so weird because that game gets no press.
It's so super popular still, and it's very...
But no one ever talks about it.
I know, it's weird. Nobody streams it very
often. Who the fuck are these people?
I don't know.
Are they just living a great life over there? They're like, why are you guys talking about Fortnite and Call of Duty so much? There's a good game over here.
They're off in their own little
We're like, we've never heard of it. So talk about it more. I don't know what it... Team Tactical? I'm too stupid to play. I assume. I don't know.
I have too much ADHD to play that fucking game. I couldn't sit still. It's a lot of fucking sitting and staring at a wall.
That does not sound good.
Yeah.
I
don't.
It's like people into golf games. Like, fuck you.
I don't.
The wind matters in a fucking video game. Fuck you.
Fuck off. Stupid.
Go play real golf, you fucking nerd.
I just want to fucking hit a ball as hard as I can.
Yeah, I want power and
distance,
direction.
Balls.
That's it.
Weird shapes too, while you're at it, and alcohol.
Yeah, dick balls.
A pair of nutsacks going down like the green. Anyway, yeah, no, I think the only person that I think could possibly buy Ubisoft besides Microsoft, which I don't think Microsoft would buy them, because I don't think Microsoft would do them good, if that makes sense. I think 2K. 2K.
Oh yeah, that would fit. Yeah, that makes sense.
They have they're quiet over there, but they have money.
And they kind of just let things be how they are.
Kinda, yeah. We'll see.
They sort of let Gearbox do their thing. Rockstar is its own oppressive machine, but I think they sort of do that to themselves.
Yeah. They're like off in the special corner eating their own glue and shit, so.
But then they huff out some amazing shit every couple of years.
They're like
every exceedingly more years, actually.
Yeah, they'll just keep beating the shit out of GTA 5 like it owes them money again.
Isn't it so weird how nothing dies ever? It's honestly so fucking depressing.
It's so depressing. We don't have anything new and we don't have anything creative. This is why I went to indie games. It's new, refreshing, and it's not GTA 5. It's not Fortnite.
But it's not refreshing. It's new, but they're bad mostly.
Wow, not all of them. You find some gems like.
Yeah, you do. One out of what? Every 100?
Whoa, I haven't played 100 games this year. Fuck off. I found some great ones.
How many were genuinely great that you're going to remember 10 years from now?
Twitter. Let me pull up my fucking list right now.
No, you have to remember them now. It's not been 10 years yet.
Oh, my fucking God. So I would say...
They need to punch you and go, I'm a fucking great game.
Death's Door was great.
Nope.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, what? Halo sucked dick, and I will never, ever, ever.
It's not a fucking indie game.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Poppy Playtime was fucking great. Sucker for Love. More Cthulhu hot babes for me, please. The Forest was technically an indie game.
The Forest?
Yeah. It was an indie game company.
Okay, now imagine if you didn't have people guiding you through that.
Still would be great. 10 out of 10. We plan on all playing the Sons of the Forest when that gets released in October.
Oh, I didn't know that was coming out.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in May, but it got pushed back for another 6 months. Let's see. Stella was fucking good. I don't think I'll remember that in 10 years, but oh fuck, the weird goddamn The Outsiders game that I played with the aliens and the fucking weird, creepy escape house and mannequins. Yeah, I'll remember that one. That one fucked with my head for a long time. Yes.
I don't.
It was really good.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay.
I would say those few right there. Sucker for Love, definitely, for sure. Sexy god babes. Anyway, let's get back to yelling about
I'm
Ubisoft.
such a hater. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, still speaking in Ubisoft terms, they did announce their next new game called. It was codenamed Project Q. It is a team battle
with a
arena
question mark. Q?
Q?
That'd be great if they put a question mark in their fucking project like secret name.
I don't know who's doing their Twitter, but they're fucking awkward as shit. It's so fucking campy and awkward as shit. So they had they talked about Project Q, and they have a sign-up sheet. However, the link for the sign-up sheet did not work for a very long time, for like 6 or 7 hours, until they tweeted a new link. So people were complaining they couldn't sign up for it, and of course people start fucking screaming about everything else about them. It's like, oh no, it's another failed battle royale, which they had to do damage control, reply to everybody. No, it's not a battlefield, or it's not a fucking battle royale game, because they had that one shut down, what, 2 months ago?
Hyper or something?
Yeah, that's the one that they shut down like 2 months ago, back in February or March, I can't remember. And then also they made sure to specifically go into they did more damage control, being like, oh, there's gonna be no NFTs with this game, don't worry, no NFTs, you're safe. No NFTs. I feel bad for that person, but yeah, they were also just cringy as fuck. Like, they had their whole thing, and they're like, where's the thing I sent you? And we made fun of it for like, by the way, this is not a battle royale. This will be a feature a variety of PvP modes with one single goal in mind: fun! In capital letters. It's a fucking cringy thing.
What a mission statement for a game. Be fun. Oh, that'd be a nice new change.
I feel
from
like
Ubisoft.
We're doing something new and original, honestly.
Although, you know, with the grind, hustle culture shit cropping up into games, that is actually a statement. You know?
Don't invest, have fun.
Yeah, you don't. This isn't a job. You can just play this for fun. Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
We're still doing those? Good. Because your last letter about this, Mr. fucking technology. What the fuck was that guy's title at that company? Or was that Square Enix?
No, that was Ubisoft. That was Ubisoft with Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucker, stay away from this game. Well, I don't give a shit about this game. It sounds like I wouldn't be that interested anyway, but I don't know. The more I hear people talk about this shit, the more I'm like, oh my God, we're just like letting this fucking happen. Even though we're all talking about it, it's still just fucking happening to us, and there's nothing we can do.
Oh, this was his title. Nicholas Pollard, the VP at Ubisoft Strategic Innovations Lab. So it's really for them. It's beneficiary, but they don't get it for now. The guy who was complaining about how gamers don't understand
get
NFTs.
it for now.
Yeah. The whole NFT debacle.
That's like what you say about your kids when they're doing chores. Like, they don't get it, but they will respect me for having made them do this later in life.
I'm not going to respect any fucking company that makes me invest in NFTs.
People. We're grown people. This isn't...
I told you.
What do you mean? We're paying for products. This is not like a fucking philosophy thing.
Yeah. Ubisoft literally treats their gamers, their people, like spoiled children. Consumers, thank you. Yeah. They're consumers like spoiled children.
Yeah. I mean, I am in a lot of ways, but it has nothing to do with what they're going. And it's not something to correct. Like, of course, we're paying for fucking products.
Right.
We expect what we expect, and they don't, their attitude isn't that we're spoiled, or it is, and they're responding in a crazy way, which is like, I know it's best. It's like, well, then see ya, prophets.
Yeah.
Somebody made a great fucking point.
What?
On a podcast I was listening to, the Tangent Tavern with Josh Strife Hayes and Callum.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying the problem with play to earn shit is that there's two scenarios and they're both bad. One is your game is popular and nothing's worth anything because everyone's doing it.
Right.
And two, your game's not popular. And there's no one playing it, and your shit's worth a lot in the game, but there's no one to fucking pay for it. There's no other fucking way this unfolds.
Yeah. 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 That's a good analogy. Like that's why I'm okay with like skins and stuff like that, because they're not like NFTs. You could buy multiple, you could sell multiple, you can have rotations and stuff like that. I personally don't buy them. You do. But I think that's way better.
All right. Hey.
Sorry to call you out. But it's not like an NFT. It's not as... I don't think it's on the same level. Because, like, yeah.
First of all, you can't cash out.
No. And they're not insane demands. And they don't fluctuate the game or anything like that. So...
Yeah, and they don't affect the game. That's the biggest piece.
Yeah, that's the biggest
piece.
don't...
I don't win more in Dota. In fact, I would propose that I lose more in Dota because of my skins.
Because of your
hats. Like people see them and they go, "Let's kill the guy with that skin because he paid too much for it, and this is like a funny joke on him." And it works every time. It hurts my feelings.
Like your fucking expensive sniper skin?
Yes.
How many people get so tilted when they see that fucking skin?
I have no idea. They don't voice the concern because that would reveal them as like poor, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You feel it in other ways.
Why am I getting constantly ganked? This man's chasing me all the way into tower.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is Netflix.
I just bought some stock. I feel pretty good about it.
Did you really?
No.
Oh, God. Okay, good.
But it will probably go back up.
Yeah, it'll probably go back up. But it's going to be interesting to see what does happen. Because, like, yeah, they haven't been doing so hot. Their stocks have been tanking. And because of that, they cut a lot of shows.
All they lost was 200,000 subscribers.
Actually, it's a lot more than that.
No, but that was the initial drop. And then everyone pulled out.
Ooh.
And then everyone started... It's the crazy mob mentality that just human beings have. They read a thing and they're like, fuck, Netflix is failing. I'm not paying for this failed fucking piece of shit. They just raised the prices.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I know.
And it's like 200,000 is a drop in nothing. It doesn't mean anything to fucking the millions they have.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true. But they also lost $700K from dropping Russia. So it wasn't just the 200,000; it was also Russia too.
So the 200,000 was after that?
Yeah.
I see.
So it's yeah. So and them also cracking down on like the password sharing, which is also causing more people to cancel.
Well, that's not Netflix's fault. Like,
right.
Fucking the Russian thing, because I mean,
yeah.
People in Russia can't afford fucking Netflix anymore, even if they did offer it to them.
It's also because of all the fucking shit going on. But Yeah. The ruble.
No, but what I'm saying is the fucking ruble is worth fucking nothing now. So
it's
how would the fuck would they even pay? How would they pay for it now?
Get monopoly money. So
fucking farm gold in RuneScape.
Oh God, that's probably worth more right now. I do feel bad for the people over there, but anyway.
Yeah.
So there's still talks about them buying and scooping up more game companies, though. Even though they're tanking it right now in like the streaming sides, they do plan.
Yeah, gaming is not the unvolatile market you think it is, Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. It's interesting to see, because like they want to continue to buy people that they think they can like basically blueprint their way into like making games based off of shows. And so there's a rumor going around that they're working on a game based on Arcane, which is, already based on League of Legends. So,
what?
Yeah.
Wait, can Netflix do that?
Yes, they're third party.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
This would have to be explicitly in a contract somewhere that's like, we
license.
can use this property for this kind of thing, and
yeah,
there's exclusions and shit like that. But
yeah, that's the thing is they get those licensing from Riot, so I'm assuming they must have gotten the thing because it's already
or it's a rumor and it's fucking unfounded.
I mean,
right?
that's true. It could be completely unfounded, but there's more and more people confirming that they are working on an Arcane game or a League of Legends based game, which is weird.
That would surprise the fucking shit out of me if Riot let Control go of that, because they are very particular. They're like old Blizzard,
yes,
where they're like, we're gonna make a fucking amazing game,
right?
And we don't give a shit how long it takes. And it's going to be based on everyone else's idea.
We're going to take everybody else's idea and somehow put a twist on it and make it better.
If Riot gave up Control to make a new game in the fucking League of Legends universe to an unknown, unproven Netflix studio, I will blow myself. I'll cut out my ribs and fucking blow myself on stream.
Oh, that'd be so great. Yeah, no, it would be very interesting to see it, because it's okay, the show's based on a video game, and then they're gonna make a video game based off of the show. It's like,
well, it's the thing is, like, so what I think they've been doing with League of Legends is just expanding the universe in general, right? So it's not that Riot is gonna make a game based on Arcane, although Arcane helped get new fans of that universe,
right?
And then you could use elements from that to be like, yeah, remember that thing? Play this fucking thing.
Play this fucking thing, yeah. The thing is that Netflix has expressed, because they bought like 3 studios over the past like year and a half, right? But they've all been, they're still targeting that mobile market. So, yeah. I don't know how well it's going to go.
I'll play an Arrested Development Endless Runner.
Oh my God. An Arrested Development.
I'm Buster, like running away from the army.
Oh
I could do that.
The fucking banana peels.
I'm Michael being chased out of his son's dorm room in one of the later shittier seasons by all the college students who are like, you don't belong here.
You don't belong here.
I mean, endless ideas. You could be again Buster running from a seal.
Touching a seal. I can imagine it now. Did you ever play? No, you didn't. There's a shitty Super Nintendo game, Home Alone 2. And it's like the shittiest graphics, and it's just a shitty side scroller with like elements from the movie. I can imagine it just being like that. And just elements from the show, like random banana peels.
There's a Home Improvement,
mother.
probably from the same era. There's a Home Improvement SNES game where you shoot a fucking nail gun at dinosaurs and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be great. Except it's like seals and like different things.
Yeah.
I made a huge mistake. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh God, you could throw in so many lines.
So many lines, just random like fucking. Oh, I wish I was a game developer. Holy fuck, this would be great.
I mean, it's terrible. You're just bastardizing an IP, but yeah, it's gonna be great for the people raking in the money.
But yeah, after hearing about like all this shit, and they're still like doubling down on doing mobile games, I'm losing all faith on Netflix. So
I mean, mobile is where you go if you want to make money.
Right.
And you can make money there. It's fine. Like, whatever. Who gives a shit? It's not going to affect me one fucking bit. I wish that people, how do you say the opposite? Conversely, it would affect me positively if they were making real games that were good. But, whatever.
Whatever.
No skin off my back.
Yep.
I just thank Christ every day that I'm not in video game development. That's all. And I don't have some weird compulsion to make mods for free.
Honestly, my hat's off to the modding community.
For sure.
Absolutely. There is money in Minecraft mods, but I don't know about any other modding. Anyway, that's it for the news. I lost faith in Netflix, and I'm getting a divorce from Tunic.
Divorce Tunic, lost faith in Netflix, like everyone, all at once.
Let me share my fucking password.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft what?
Looking a little desperate.
They hiked up that skirt and they put on the perfume. They're like, ooh, hey.
Showing a little ankle.
Shaved their legs for the first time in 3 months.
Damn.
I've been there. All right. Thanks so much for. Oh, you too? You shave your legs? Oh, shit.
Every 3 months.
Oh, fuck. Beautiful. All right.
I just like that stubble feeling.
Oh, God. I hate it. What's wrong with you? You fucking weirdo. Jesus Christ. All right. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.